The capital of Ukraine. Best greetings from Petri Dish. Today we have nighttime stream directly from Petri Dish with honeybees. Let's watch honeybees. Okay, in artificial conditions, but we are in tricky situation. We can watch them at close distance, very closely. We are not active, at least at the moment, unless we are well fed. We can open it a little bit for a short period of time. These are honeybees. They are sitting on some pieces of honey, crystallized honey, and we are feeding on honey. When we are talking about honeybees, usually you will say honeybees are collecting nectar and producing honey. But honeybees collecting nectar to produce honey for what? To do honey for themselves, because they eat honey during the whole season, summer, spring, autumn, and winter. Because honey, this is food for honeybees. This is food for humans, but humans just stealing honeybees products. So use them for their purpose. And now I gave them 2 pieces of crystallized honey to feed them, so they can feel better, because they should be a little bit hungry. Yesterday I was feeding them with sugar liquid, but honeybees can easily use even crystallized honey as well. Because they can mix it with some saliva. Crystallized honey will be not crystallized, but it will be liquid. And you can see here, we are licking honey with their mouth parts, with their proboscis. We have special mouth parts which is called proboscis. Proboscis is used to collect nectar, to collect water, to bring it to nest, to hive, and to exchange by food with larvae, with another adults, and of course to eat. So that's why we're busy now. What we are doing? We are extending their proboscis, and we are feeding. So far we are very happy about it, because liquid of honey is liquid. But when you can give them just big piece of crystallized honey, we are very happy about it. It's a little bit quiet situation because it's midnight and all insects, are not very active at night. In daytime we are becoming very active and will be buzzing, flying, crawling around. And now we are just feeding. So that's why I'm trying to show them like in the natural situation. For sure, it's not completely natural situation, because it's not beehive, that's not their natural nest. But at least we are sitting quietly, and even I do not close Petri dish with lid for better quality. But I'm worried that when we will be well fed, we will start to fly. At least we become more active. That's why I'm keeping lid carefully nearby. Which morphological features you can observe here on these honeybees? These are honeybees from Ukraine. I consider this is a steppe race of Ukrainian honeybees. I got it from apiary near Kyiv, and 30 kilometers near Kyiv. Yesterday was a relatively warm day, but cloudy. Some honeybees were flying around to collect pollen. mostly pollen of willow or some spring flowers. So that's why I got some specimens just for our videos to show you them at close distance. It's possible to show them near beehive, but near beehive usually time is very limited. And I don't have beehive just in a city. All beehives were just in a village. So that's why we have non-choice experiment. Of course, this experiment is a little bit crazy because honeybees can sting, and usually feeding of other hymenoptera is more safe, especially like feeding of bumblebees, because bumblebees are very quiet and cute. So, but still they were not flying very much around in the city. Today and yesterday were cloudy, today was raining, so no insects around. At least you can observe these honeybees in captivity. And you can see how they are feeding on this white substance. This white substance, this is honey. Do you like honey? What type of honey do you like? What country are you coming from, our viewers? This is translation directly from Petri dish with 2 pieces of white honey. You know, honeybees are feeding on honey. We can easily use crystallized honey. We use their proboscis to make a liquid honey and digging them step by step, drop by drop. I keep lid petri dish nearby, so if I try to buzz and try to fly away, I will need to close them. Which kind of honey do you like? Write in comments if you like honey. Write in chat if you do like honey. These are Ukrainian honeybees. And this is translation from Kyiv, capital of Ukraine. These are workers for sure. There are no queen here for sure, because queen is most valuable part of honeybee colony, and it would be possible to show you them maybe in May and June, when honeybees will start to swarm. Sometimes when they are swarming, there are many queen cells, and it's possible to collect several young queens just in the moment of their hatching. I hope so to show you some young queens this season, in May and June time. If you are breeding honeybees, if you have extra queens in your apiary, just not the best quality, you can send them to me for video, to take some videos in May and June. You can see here honeybees were communicating with the antenna. After feeding, we will start to exchange this food all together. Just now we are feeding individually. We use proboscis, we use tiny mouth parts. But after feeding, quite often honeybees showed exchange by food, exchange by liquid. We use both proboscis. One honeybee can give food to another one. I do not irritate them to make them quiet. to show you them like in natural conditions. To make observations for honeybees, it's necessary to have some special equipment like observational hive with transparent walls. But observation hive has some disadvantages because transparent walls always becoming properly and covered with wax, so you need to exchange from time to time this glass wall. It's not forever. If you do observational hive, it will be visible all the time. Honeybees will start to properlize the glass and they will try to escape white from the glass. And also, honeybees don't like transparent beehive because it's very light. They do like to live with colony in dark place. Beehive should have a dark place, and transparent walls of observational hive must be covered with second wall, probably, to make wall not transparent and dark. Okay, we're already well fed, and some of them, as I said already, they start to exchange by food. At least we're still quiet. Honeybees are hairy creatures. You can recognize here very well head, antennae, eyes, wings, of course proboscis, 6 legs with special organs for collecting pollen. This honeybee became a little bit nervous because they are sitting just under direct light. It's quite funny to observe honeybees when they are quiet. It's possible to look for them for a long time, like for looking for fire. They're crowding, they're moving, they're communicating, they're chewing honey, they're crowding a little bit, they're grooming. This one is very funny. Oh, now want to escape, want to fly. I guess so. I'm very careful keeping the cover to close it in appropriate moment. It's funny to show them under different angles. This is local race from central part of Ukraine. We consider that this is steppe race, steppe breeding of Ukrainian honeybee. two honeybees already well fed and looking around how to escape. Slightly quiet, but gradually becoming nervous. I close them for security because they started to dance nervously. In daytime it would be more difficult to show them. This one is dancing, like want to show some emotions. Yes, they're already well fed. At least one or two honeybees were very active. This is the biggest zoom. I cannot make bigger magnification, I guess so. Yes. What about another? Кормим пчел медом, наблюдаем за пчелами, как они кушают, как они растворяют кристаллизованный мед слюной и слизывают при помощи хоботка. Уже стали активными. Уже чашку Петри не откроешь. Уже улетят. Кто-то там измазался в метку. Побегала, потом покушала. У нас еще вторая чашечка Петри есть. Проветривание. Открытие чашки Петри. Нет, лучше закрыть. Обменивать едой. Сейчас с этим тоже положим кусочек меда. Сейчас положим меда. One is trying to escape. Some are feeding. One is actually trying to escape. You can see some. One is just sitting on the lid. You can turn around. Probably not hungry. I'll give them fresh honey, fresh crystallized honey. So we're very happy to feed on that. Thank you for watching our video. Best greetings from Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. You can watch more videos about different insects on my channel. This stream is directly from dish with honey and with honeybees. So you see, online stream when we are feeding our honeybees. In this white substance, this is a honey, sunflower honey. Why? Because this is like a foam honey, upper part of honey, crystallized. I can taste it myself. I'm sitting near observing honeybees and feed honey as well. Eat honey a little bit. Yes, these are honeybees. Bees, honeybees. Other one can clean the body of another honeybee. Do you like honeybees? Do you like honey? Write in comments if you do like honey. If you are a beekeeper, write that you are a beekeeper. If you're a beekeeper, you can show honeybees on your beecomb online. Maybe not always, because Wi-Fi not working very well in some villages. And I'm translating it. We stream from city. We stream from city of Kyiv, capital of Ukraine. These are Ukrainian honeybees. We are sitting on white substance, and this is honey, sunflower honey. One of the most common and famous honey in Ukraine. Are you from Norway or from Germany, Georg? Or maybe you're from Northern Territories? Here honeybees are busy feeding on honey. Even strong light not disturbing them too much. Another petri dish, honeybees became already very active and crowding around after feeding. Here we're feeding and busy. I'm not so much irritated, quite pretty quiet, pretty calm. Because actually it's midnight, and in daytime under the sunshine we would be very active too. After feeding we will be active too. You can see here the bus. Others are very angry. Some other honeybees making noise. After feeding it's time to fly. Time to fly and time to make noise. This one is buzzing, making a little bit noise. Видно, как держится пчела на верхней стороне крышечки при помощи коготков и пульвил, присосочек, присоски на лапках. This one is buzzing, moving by wings very quickly. Movement of wings are not visible. Wings moving very, very quickly, rapidly. Speed of wings very high. That's not slow-mo. Slow-mo could be visible. Thank you for being with us. We have been observing honeybees, how they are feeding, how they are crowding, how they can keep on the backside of a box, how she's sitting on this lid and attached with her 6 legs very carefully and very easily, and buzzing as well. This one is not buzzing. Another one is buzzing. This one is buzzing. Thank you for being with us. Thank you if you subscribe to our channel. This was a zoo with honeybees, and today we were feeding our honeybees with honey. So it was nighttime lunch for honeybees. So we did them feeding on honey with white substances of honey. You can see here just proboscis under the head, shining small piece of body. This is a proboscis. 2 antennae, mouth parts, and moving proboscis, which was used to feed on liquid of honey, like this one. Thank you for watching, thank you for being with us, thank you for subscription. Welcome to our Monobank for sponsorship. Thank you, sponsors, for support. Looking forward to see you soon. Next streams are coming, the sooner the better. Best greetings from Kyiv, capital Ukraine. Don't forget, stand with Ukraine, support Ukraine, help Ukraine. And Ukraine forever. See you soon in next streams. Bye bye.